You mentioned Magomed Ankalaev, and there have been rumors sort of pointing in that direction. Is that who we can expect you to fight next, or could it be somebody else?
I don't think so. I do know that we both announced our fights and the dates kind of lined up, but I don't think that fight's happening. There's a lot of speculation. I see a new rumored fight card with me and somebody else there every week. So I don't know who I'm up against then. Usually my relationship with the UFC is pretty good, so I try and give a date that I'll be prepared to fight, and they hook me up with the assignment. So I like the way we've done business, and I don't think I'll change it yet.
The RAFO 9 card promises explosive action with elite fighters bringing serious star power, as Olympic heavyweight champion Gable Steven makes his highly anticipated debut against seasoned UFC veteran Alexander Romanov in the main event. The co-main features former UFC middleweight king Chris Weidman stepping back into action against ex-interim welterweight champion Colby Covington, creating a clash of proven championship pedigree. Set for May 30th at College Park Center in Arlington, Texas, and streaming live on Fox Nation, this card showcases Steven's perfect knockout streak since signing his multi-fight RAFO deal. While many anticipate his eventual UFC transition, Weidman returns after nearly 2 years following his TKO defeat to Eric Anders at UFC 310 in December 2024. Eager to prove he still belongs among elite competition, Covington enters riding momentum from his third RAFO appearance of 2026, fresh off victories over Luke Rockhold in January and Dylan Danis in March. Meanwhile, Robert Whittaker has firmly dismissed speculation about facing Magomed Ankalaev at light heavyweight, clarifying that their simultaneous July return announcements were pure coincidence and that he remains without a confirmed opponent for his divisional debut.
I think he needs to find that hunger. He's very, it's easy, it's hard, easy to say, right?
Yeah.
It's just he may be a little comfortable at the moment. You know, he's got money. He's reached the top of the mountain. He's done everything. He's ticked every box. What is there he needs to achieve anymore? And he needs to find that. He needs to find that drive to continue doing what he's doing, to continue to light that fire, that hunger, and that love for the game. So I don't think it was a bad thing. We all learn from our losses, and I think this is a good point for him to just make those decisions and work out where he needs to go and what he wants to do.
Whittaker offered candid assessment of Israel Adesanya's career trajectory after 4 straight defeats, emphasizing that the former champion must rediscover his competitive fire and hunger if he intends to continue his fighting journey.
It's already happened. Yesterday, I had a chance to jump and choke the crocodile, and there was not some really big, but normal, smaller one crocodile. This guy, I saw him, and I had the chance to jump and catch him, and I didn't do that because I really knew that it can be dangerous for next week, of course, and also for the next upcoming things, which is like the born of my daughter. So all these.
Melissa Gatto maintains she was illegally knocked unconscious by Dion Barbosa's soccer kick at UFC Vegas 115, fundamentally altering the fight's outcome despite officials allowing continuation after the second-round incident. Gatto insists the illegal strike left her completely unconscious and unable to properly recover, costing her the majority decision victory as Barbosa received only a point deduction before winning on 2 scorecards. She explained that while sitting dazed and answering referee questions about her awareness, she chose to continue fighting despite being knocked out because stopping felt like admitting defeat. The Brazilian fighter criticized placing such crucial decisions in the hands of recently unconscious athletes, arguing that commissions, referees, or doctors should make those calls rather than disoriented competitors. Facing criticism from UFC flyweight Charles Johnson, who suggested she faked the knockout, Gatto questioned why anyone would fake unconsciousness only to immediately return to fighting, noting her disorientation made her determined to fight until the end regardless of her compromised condition. In lighter news, Yuri Prochazka demonstrated his fearless nature by seriously contemplating jumping into Miami waters to choke out a crocodile he spotted, ultimately deciding against it only due to his upcoming fight and expecting a baby.
That you like to eat during camp?
Meal, man, sushi.
Oh, sushi's your go-to?
For me, it's not. I don't have favorite meal. I have like the meal, the food when I'm eating. have to be the good gas for my body, for training, for what I'm doing. That's the most important thing.
You have a nutritionist?
No.
Cook, chef?
I work with to already know how it works, and all these blood things and genetics and all these things about your brain and total like analyze of your body and all these things. But after time, no, I'm just believing to my intuition and to my feeling, how I feel my body.
Go ahead.
Does the UFC give you nutritionists or chefs, or do they provide you with any of that stuff?
You can work with one of them in the UFC PI performance.
Oh, that's right.
But
Outside of that, no.
Yuri Prochazka appears to be following Arman Tsarukyan's recent promotional strategy, joining Arman and Neon for a live stream where he surprisingly revealed that despite approaching his 4th title opportunity, he still refuses to work with nutritionists and relies entirely on instinct for dietary choices.
Yeah. Hey, you said it! No!
Why you tell me that?
He went out.
I
didn't mean to lie.
Why you tell me?
I'm sorry.
Fucking liar.
He gripped my throat. Sorry, sir.
What's chat saying, Neon? I'm on my
Go to
phone.
yours. My chat doesn't give a fuck.
Shoot
Aiden,
it.
you don't even care anymore. I can't. Aiden, you...
Guard him.
I don't want to. He's so scary.
Go ahead.
Ah! Fuck.
Switch.
Oh my god, holy shit.
I know. I know.
Holy
No, I know.
Aiden, no.
A little bit forward.
Oh,
Spinning elbow.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Play. Oh my god.
The basketball court session turned awkward, as Neon appeared genuinely frightened while playing against the intimidating Prochazka, creating uncomfortable moments during their recreational game.
Hello, coach. How are you?
Hey, sleeping machine, where are you? Hey,
Calling, coach.
you don't like the real wrestlers, you like only influencers. Go back to Jake Paul gym. No garage. No garage anymore
I
for
don't
you.
need garage. Nobody break my record.
And then you go to wrestle with the small guys, yeah?
He's done. Good night, noble adversary.
Bro, more guys want to wrestle me.
The guy was like 40 kilo all over him.
I know, bro.
You're 100K and the guy is 50K.
Khamzat Chimaev and Arman Tsarukyan have reignited their ongoing feud as newly surfaced training footage shows Chimaev, currently preparing for his UFC 328 title fight against Strickland, mercilessly mocking Arman for consistently choosing smaller and less experienced opponents in his grappling exhibition matches.
The champion has a name. It's Arman Tsarukyan. What is your belt? Traveling around the world, taking the small guys 57 kg. I don't know when they want to be champs. Can they make one with burger for Arman? Yeah. Eat the burger.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Brody, Brody, you please watch this one. No, where's Brody? Oh.
I don't mind. Just
Brody, watch that up.
Chimaev intensified his verbal assault by delivering brutal face-to-face insults directly targeting Tsarukyan's competitive choices and fighting approach.
I want Strickland to win. I don't like the inactivity of Khamzat. I got nothing bad to say about the man, but it's just, I think I'd rather see somebody with the flag holding that belt. So,
amen.
Yeah, I'm Team Sean Strickland.
Especially the striker, none of that crotch sniffing, just sit there and sniff crotches. And, you have a chance to strike, but you're just holding a guy down because you're so scared they're going to get away.
And that's one thing I don't want to do with my wrestling either, right? Like I took him down, but I went right to work. It's like I want to
right to work.
Yeah.
No, and you got to use it too because you've been wrestling your whole life. It's never crotch smith thing if you're using it to either advance your position, get a submission, or strike. But you know what I mean when you're just like at a halfway position and guys are just holding on for dear life, like you're not advancing, you're not causing damage, and all you're doing is literally holding. Yeah, you're a better wrestler. But that's not fighting, because this is fighting. And there's a lot of guys that do that. And Chimaev is one of them, But what I do know about Strickland, me personally, is that I've been in the room with Strickland a couple times when he's going with good wrestlers himself. And he has a very good understanding of an overhook, of using the fence to get back to his feet. He has very good hips. He's not easy to take down, but he's even harder to hold down. I think this is going to be the first guy that actually challenges Chimaev in that realm. They can wrestle back into him. And even if he gets a takedown, he's not just going to get to catch his breath now. He's going to get the takedown. He's going to have to work even harder to hold the guy down like Strickland. Because I've seen Strickland with All-Americans, with national champions in the room. and just be able to get away from it. You know, he has a good work ethic. He doesn't get tired, and he's just constantly putting up attempts to get back up. And I see him getting away from a lot of good guys. And he has that American fundamental wrestling where, you know, it's collegiate style. If you don't get away, you don't get away. Guys are going to hold you down indefinitely. Sean knows how to get away, man. So I got my money on Sean on this one, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Jorge Masvidal continues his relentless criticism of Khamzat Chimaev, recently appearing on his Defro MMA podcast with Joe Pyfer to attack Chimaev's fighting approach, claiming the Chechen fighter clings to opponents on the ground because he fears they might escape his control. Masvidal also provided his tactical breakdown of Chimaev's upcoming battle with Sean Strickland, explaining his reasoning for why the American striker holds significant advantages in their championship matchup.
What's the worst purchase you've ever made?
Person?
Yeah, what purchase? Like, what's something you bought that was too much money, regrettable decision?
Right now, let me see. I bought an old BMW in Las Vegas. I think it was the worst thing because it's a lot damaged and the maintenance is so high. We spent a lot money on that thing. I cannot wait to sell out that.
Paulo Costa, renowned for his devastating octagon performances, candidly admitted to making terrible financial choices outside of fighting, revealing that his worst monetary decision wasn't complex investments like NFTs or cryptocurrency, but rather purchasing an old BMW that he desperately wants to sell immediately.
Well, I was on a 3-fight win streak. I win this fight. I won four of the last 5, so it's pretty damn good. The cool thing about fighting on the title fight card is it's like a relevancy thing. We live in a world of what have you done for me lately, and everything's kind of like short-term memory. So I go out there and put on a hell of a show against Johnny, and the main event, is a couple fights later. I'll be in the conversation, whether I have to fight one more time or whatever. I'm relevant, Fighting a guy who loves to fight, like myself, like we always put on exciting fights, we go out there and we throw down. So for me, when I heard Johnny Walker, I was like, it's about time. It's really about time. We've been around each other the whole division, for a long time. And finally we're going to fight. And it's a fight that I've really been looking forward to for a long time. It's a really interesting stylistic matchup. So yeah, man, I'm excited.
Dominic Reyes firmly believes he's positioned perfectly for another championship opportunity, telling MMA Junkie ahead of his UFC 327 clash with Johnny Walker that an impressive victory could thrust him back into title contention against either Yuri Prochazka or Carlos Ulberg.
Dana's a smart dude. The reason Dana's throwing us out is because he knows the UFC is a shell of what it used to be. Profit-wise, it's making more money than ever. That's the suits. But as far as doing what the fans have suggested or that they want, Dana used to listen to that stuff. In some regard, he would get, I think Dana ate a lot of crow when he goes, the White House card's gonna be the best card ever. It's gonna be UFC Noches on steroids or the Sphere on steroids. It's gonna be our best card ever. It would have been if Dana had the control and could have made the matchups that he wanted to do. Dana is a closer. I tell you this all the time. Coffee's for closers. There's no closers involved at the UFC right now.
Brendan Schaub thinks he's identified the root cause of UFC's current struggles, pointing to Dana White's decision to step back from fighter contract negotiations while maintaining matchmaking responsibilities. Speaking on his Thick Boy podcast, Schaub argued that White's reduced involvement has significantly hampered the promotion's ability to orchestrate major fights and develop new superstars, capabilities that White uniquely possessed during the company's most successful periods. UFC 327 faces disappointing ticket sales despite its high-profile lineup, with the Miami Kaseya Center event featuring Yuri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg for the vacant light heavyweight championship and Paulo Costa battling knockout artist Azamat Murzakanov in the co-main event. Despite starting at $200, approximately 40 to 50% of the venue's 19,600 seats remain unsold just days before Saturday's event, reflecting broader attendance issues plaguing combat sports. The upcoming Reyes vs. Carano card scheduled for May 16th at Los Angeles' Intuit Dome is experiencing similar struggles despite featuring megastars like Ronda Rousey, Francis Ngannou, Nate Diaz, and Junior Dos Santos, though organizers expect sales to improve as Fight Week approaches. Here are today's top 3 internet memes, starting with number 3 from Smash Talk. The second place meme comes courtesy of Undisputed Take, delivering solid entertainment value for MMA fans scrolling through social media feeds. Dubois claims the top spot with today's number 1 meme, perfectly capturing the current mood and conversations dominating mixed martial arts discussions online. Thanks for tuning in to today's coverage. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for your daily MMA updates, and I'll catch you tomorrow with fresh fight news and analysis.